Excuse me. Boy, I need to start clearing my throat before the stream. As I mentioned, sometimes it's the first time I kind of properly talk for the day. Open my mouth and make those words. So excuse me. Let me get those good mornings in. Let me scroll back up on chat. Try to get everyone. Hey, Sharn, welcome back. Imagination Artist, good to see you. Hey, B, good evening to you. And Arctic Ice Cube, welcome. Welcome. And Hazy, good morning. Hey, and everybody else, anybody else. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Is appropriate. I did wake up about... Well, I mean, about 30 minutes ago, I guess. So I'm still working on my first cup of coffee. If I'm a little sleepy, that's why. Alright guys, you've been doing a lot of island hopping yourself. How exciting. Any particular goals in mind or just seeing the world? I'm curious. So I feel a little bad. I did not remember or write down the names of the folks yesterday who were interested, who were asking for me to come over to their island. I wanted to prioritize them. I trust chat enough that if anybody out there is like, hey, yes, I did say yesterday, please come on over. Just let me know. Otherwise, it'll be, basically open to just folks asking. And if nobody's interested right now, I do have I've got an empty pot, so I will grab some Nook Mile tickets and do a little bit of villager hunting, rather. Island hopping in order to villager hunt. Just getting inspired from everyone else's creative ideas. That's a great reason. And we gotta read a word already. Alright, that'll be a fun one. That one at least I know how to say ahead of time. And hey, Weeb, welcome. Sorry, excuse me, as I said, I am still clearing my throat quite a bit there. What are the 3 stools for, I wonder? So Sharn will be lurking, trying to get your life back on track. Haven't been well mentally or physically since last Monday. Oh, good luck, Sharn. Good luck to you, and I hope that your stream went well yesterday. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it. It was just the end of Queen Claire's stream, and then after that I have to step away from the computer for a bit. I went and did some chores and things like that. Scrubbed some pans, if I remember right. But I hope it went well. And I hope, no worries on lurking. You don't need to reply. I hope that, your day goes well. Oh, it went terribly. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you don't feel put off by it. Keep at it. Pretty much always my advice starting out is just keep at it for a while. Arctic did say yesterday you got 2 new villagers, Spike the Rhino and Elvis the Lion. Those are good villagers. I hope you're happy with them. Oh, Hazy's got a cold, resting and hydrating today. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you kick that cold quickly. Colds, yeah, I tend to get a bad one. Well, every now and then, I guess. Used to get them more frequently. And just, going through entire tissue boxes. No fun. Not at all. For a day or two, I'll try to make it like, alright, let's make the bed comfy, let's get the old Disney movies ready. But then by like day 3 of that, I'm very done with the whole thing. Arctic, expecting your last Islander very soon. Oh, congratulations. And okay, wait, I need to get to these channel rewards. My mistake. Thank you, B, for the for that other one as well. The Google there. All right. First I need to, clear off quite a few from yesterday. Which I did take care of at least, I just didn't check them off. So first we're going to need the definition of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Some Mary Poppins fans out there. Alright, here we go. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Adjective. Used as a nonsense word by children to express approval, or to represent the longest word in English. Yeah, that is a fun one. And now I do need to activate my co-host here.
The mic's back on.
And turn the volume up a bit. Okay. What was the shortest war in history?
Here's what I understood from the website historic-ube.com. The little-known Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 is generally considered to be the shortest war in history. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. It's thinking about it. I did say yes.
The little-known Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 is generally considered to be the shortest war in history, lasting for a grand total of 38 minutes. The story begins with the signing of the Heligoland-Zanzibar Treaty between Britain and Germany in 1890. "38
minutes, I think that's quite short. Would that they all could be. Would that they all could be. Hopefully, boy, yeah, I was a little bit hesitant about asking for more context on that one. Wars can get, well, hard to present those in a family-friendly format, I do believe. And yes, Charm, please do enjoy your lurk. I hope things, oh no, Opal's sick. I shall be right back, Opal. Right. First things first. We must take care of Opal. An Arctic walked in. Looks like you're sticking with Canberra the koala. Wonderful. I like Canberra. And I believe saying his name the same as the place. I believe that's the right way to say that. B said, sorry, the 38 minutes answer is just such a bizarre bit of trivia. I am curious to know more about that. The circumstances surrounding that. I'm gonna expect that when I dig into it, it'll, I don't know. Well, history tends to just be very awful sometimes, doesn't it? I guess I don't actually really need to sell anything quite yet. But whatever, I'll just get these out of my pockets for now. Yeah, I figured just even starting there, as B says, the short answer of colonialism, that tends to be an ugly story pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Kind of unfailingly, I don't pretend to know world history to the degree to which I would like. That's for sure. Nor the history of every colony. But yeah, in the context of the Western Imperial and all that, certainly. Anyway, let's get this other Google in there. Can you tell me a pun?
Why does a duck have tail feathers? To cover its butt quack.
I'm displeased. I suppose that works. And hey, Doc, welcome. Welcome in. I'm sorry to greet you with that computerized offense. Alright, okay, we got some fans out there. We got some duck pun fans out there. That's all right. I mean, it is the thing about puns. A reasonable measure of a pun's success is how much it makes people groan, and not necessarily delighted. Did it ruffle my feathers? That's good. And B saying, thanks. I like to keep my streams PG. Google. I'm gonna end this man's whole career. Oh my goodness. It is, there's something I need to remind myself to poke in a little bit. There's an interesting thing, there was an update to the web captions that I use, and I guess I'll just put this in chat, in case it's useful to anyone. I know I've linked it to Top Dog before, but there was an update like 2 weeks ago, and I guess it doesn't necessarily, well, I didn't get a notification about it. I really did just think to myself, oh, it's because I had a, it's because the captions broke momentarily for one stream. And when things break, I usually just go see if there was an update at some point. And Ribbon, thank you for that work. I really appreciate that. I hope you're having an alright day so far. It's a kind of a, well, tough Monday, I think, for a lot of folks. Yeah. Oh, Golivar, there's something to do. So yeah, I'll just mention again. Oh, and hey, thank you for that follow. You exist possibly? And thank you for that hydrate as well. I'm still gonna get this sip of coffee, but then I'll balance it out with a sip of water. Because coffee is not hydrating. Overall, it does dehydrate you. So thank you for that. And as I was just saying, today, I was going to visit anybody's islands if we had some folks in chat wanting me to come on over. Otherwise, I've got this empty plot on my island, and I just want to find somebody fun. Just find somebody I like the looks of. That's right, you just gotta water that coffee down. There you go. You just gotta water it on down. And ideally, I do try to have I try to eat some kind of food before I have my coffee. For my stomach, that's quite important. I'm not perfect about that yet. But I definitely make an attempt. And look at those cute emotes, by the way. Just gotta... Oh, some of your channel emotes. Take a look at that. I like those. Always fun to see someone's emotes. I'm still... I need to put a sub goal back up again because I really do want to get that third emote. Get that third emote slot. I believe 4 subscriber points away at this point. Cute emotes, 2 can play at that game. There we go. Look at those. Yes. Always a good time to try and get your cutest emotes into chat there. Well, now especially. Oh, and something from Ozzy. A recipe he almost ate for a Zen-style stone. Do not need that. I will drop it. For later. Let's, nope, that's not where you get your wetsuit. Ooh, alright. That looks like a, yeah, looks like a snow, one of those, what, like snow gibbons? Snow baboons? I remember, it just takes me back, for some reason it immediately takes me back being younger and watching a lot of nature, I guess documentaries, Maybe it was just sort of footage, I don't know. But I loved watching the monkeys. And some Hito emotes, yes. I love Hito's emotes. And hey, HV, welcome. How are you doing today? Welcome back. And let me just, I swim back to shore here. Just want to keep making sure that I'm staying on top of chat and not missing things. Oh, I just failed to finish what I was thinking earlier about the closed captions thing. The last update did add some kind of, like, word replacement filter option, which I want to explore because I think it means that, on the off chance that it would misinterpret something I said as a cuss, to kind of avoid that situation. And also, in theory, in some unfortunate circumstance where I, or possibly the Google, do end up saying a cuss, having it just be, removed from the captions would not be bad. I would not mind that. HB, you tested positive for COVID. Wow, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. I sincerely hope that you get the support and whatever attention or medical help that you need. And I hope that you're in a secure position and able to, you know, stay safe, and I wish the absolute best for you. That is sounds very, very scary. Hard for me to pivot back to Animal Crossing. I hope you don't mind. Certainly feel, you know, if you need to vent a little bit, as long as you're, of course, as always, just keeping your personal information and all that safe. You can let some feelings out if you got them, though. And I hope it doesn't seem too off for me to occasionally just ramble on about picking flowers, and I was going to get medicine for Opal. I'm so sorry, Opal. And yeah, I certainly hope recovery is as swift as possible for you. Knife block floating in a balloon. Alright, gonna head to Nook's, gonna grab that medicine. Gonna bring it to Opal, and then maybe I'll grab a stack of Nook Mile tickets. And I'll have to remind myself, I did get a kind of a counter set up weeks ago, I think. And just, you know, wanted to get it done ahead of time, but that classic conundrum of getting it done so far ahead of time that I don't remember how it works. And we'll have to refresh myself on that one. What a knife find, thank you. We got the puns still rolling. Could definitely use the humor this morning. Yeah, nice to see the well wishes in chat. Really appreciate it. Just wonderful crowd here. And 2 shopkeepers, yes, and there's actually a bit of a game reason for that. I mean, aside from they're just, these 2 characters have been in... When did Timmy and Tommy come into the game, actually? I'm not sure about that. I know they were in New Leaf, but I'm not sure about, before then. If anybody with a better Animal Crossing memory. Because I didn't play City Folk, so if they came in City Folk, that I wouldn't know, basically. but they provide a good, like, there's a good reason for there to be two. In this particularly, when you are doing multiplayer, one will stand over there and one will stand over there, and it will actually allow like two transactions to be processed simultaneously, which is, it's just it's a nice little thing because, you know, as folks might know, the one shopkeeper and Able sisters can occasionally lead to just a bit of queuing over there in the tailors. When you have a few people over all wanting to check out a few. No department store upgrade? No, not yet. I do hope we'll get a... It's funny, they'd have to do some kind of careful design to make it still look, I think, kind of look appropriate. Like if you just took the old Nookingtons or whatever and plopped it down in every person's town, well, it would be quite nice if they gave style options. Maybe, you know, maybe that would be the answer. Really, remember seeing them in Animal Crossing GameCube? I want to say that you're just thinking of Tom Nook, honestly, but maybe my memory is that hazy. I'm a little curious to look it up now. And just while I claim these Nook miles here. No, look at that. I'm completely wrong, and you're completely right. They absolutely came in the, How about that? Yeah, when it gets that full Nookingtons upgrade. Well, excuse me for doubting you. Right on the money there. Did I actually hand Gulliver's communicator back to him? I suppose I must have. I hope I did. I don't see it in my pockets, so... yeah, sorry, I guess I'm just still pretty spacey today. Oh! Okay, well... I think I'm gonna go get... No, I still need to deliver that medicine. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta try to stay focused on one thing. Should check with Gulliver to be sure. I suppose it won't hurt, will it? Oh, that's quite an interesting question. These are some fun ones where I'm really looking forward to the answer. When did the modern tradition of trick-or-treating develop?
1930s. According to Wikipedia, trick-or-treating does not seem to have become a widespread practice until the 1930s, with the first U.S. appearance of the term in 1932, and the first use in a national publication occurring in 1939.
Yeah, very interesting. And I honestly, Halloween is one of those holidays that I have the most trouble remembering, that it's really not... I don't know why. It's one I forget is not all that internationally celebrated. I think just in my regional excitement for it, I forget. Nookingtons was a department, like, I remembered the department store. For some reason I thought Timmy and Tommy were later additions. All the more reason I want to start making those field trips back to older games. Alright, here's a classic question. I certainly have my own answer, but let's see what Google says. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie?
On Saturday, The Nightmare Before Christmas is showing at AMC Classic Pottsgrove 12 at 4:40 p.m. and 6:15 p.m. It's also showing at Colonial Park.
Ah, yeah, wonderful. Just given my local theater show times, that's definitely what I want on stream. Oh boy. Well, fortunately, no, I'm tempted to cut that out from the VOD, actually. 2 theaters can give you kind of a triangulation on a person's position. Not that I haven't already given a general area before, but yeah, the little... My answer to the question is yes, certainly it can be. I think it is one of those that you can watch on Halloween or Christmas, and it'll be, what's up, Gladys? What kind of breeding? Oh. Oh, and Easter. I forget about the Easter factor, actually. I have to admit. I forget that it's also an Easter movie. I need to rewatch it. I've never watched it around Easter time. I'll have to try that maybe next year. And welcome, I am the best in fun. 1255, thank you for that follow, and welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I don't have an idea really for Gladys here. I'm trying to think of one. I saw that. I appreciate that. There is supposed to be a notification when I get a follow. The bot is... Is the bot working? I thought the bot was working. The bot is technically working, but unfortunately the notifications don't seem to be going off. So I'm sorry about that. You are owed a Bob Dance and Gnome Gold. Oh, there's a Gnome Gold at least. In case we don't get the Bob Dance though, that should get one in there. Wow, there we go. There it is. Alright, it took a little bit of nudging there. It's doing its best, it's true. And hey, Crystal Dragon, welcome. Welcome in. Good to see you from Queen Claire's chat. Slides into champ with a lamp to eat. There you go. And Arctic said, shipping Cherry with Louie. Been on your island since day one and just saw them sit by each other. That seems sweet. That seems like, yeah, a sweet couple. I haven't thought of a good greeting yet. Okay, no, I thought of an idea. Whoa. Good to see. How am I today? Oh, thank you. For asking. I am... you know, the short answer is I'm okay. I am glad to be here. I am getting slightly better sleep now that I'm doing this thing where I'm waking myself up on purpose at like 3:30 to in order to get back to sleep, which sounds a little wacky, but it seems to be working for me so far. I'm kind of struggling with certain external things for sure, and I'll just not totally I was thinking a lot about it before the stream, and just need a little more time to continue processing certain events. I think before venturing out, but it's just a complicated answer, unfortunately, I think. Arctic is wondering, is it official donut day or something? All your villagers are sitting by the water and eating donuts. I don't think it is donut day. I believe there is a donut day. But maybe today should be as well. Sharn has no motivation to do anything, have an hour before you have to leave the house. Boy, I understand that one. Boy, I understand the no motivation thing, and I wish I had better advice. It's something I still struggle with a lot. If you've got any good pump-up music, maybe that'll help Sharn. Sometimes that helps me get started on things. You know, just some nice energetic beats. And Crystal says, iffy today because yesterday you finished MLP. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard voices and I was wondering if I was what was going on, and I just noticed a tab was active in my browser. So that explained that quite handily. Weird how the animals get snacks and we don't. Yeah, imagination artist. It's still bugging me. Still bugging me. Oh, I forgot a ladder or a pole. Hopefully that won't throw me off too much here. And hey, Chroma, welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing so far? Okay. I need this, if that will work. Is that just gonna be a little... Oh, no. Looks rather small, but, Oh, Crystal really enjoyed MLP. Only finished all the episodes on Netflix, so finishing Gravity Falls. Oh, excellent. Gravity Falls is, I think I've said it before in Queen Claire's chat, but it's one of my favorites. Just one of my favorite endings, kinda ever, I think. Okay, I do need to try to remember how this works. No. Yeah, okay. Okay. That anything? That should be something. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, well at least the hug function is working properly. Chroma's alright about to start work. How about me? I'm basically okay. Sorry, it's a bit of a long answer, but I'm doing basically alright. So island counter just not working there? What's up with that? Really is not, though. Really not. How did... I'm very sorry about this. As I said, this is something I got working and tested it out a few weeks ago. And, now I don't remember how it works. Yeah, so that's just, that part's just not doing anything. What's up with that? Well, forget it. Alright, I do not care enough, honestly, about putting the number on the screen. I don't expect to have a super high hopping count. Ooh. What do we got here? Dell. Yep. No, we got it in one. No, but actually maybe we might have just, this might be just fine. And yay, hugs indeed. Cranky alligator. Based off an old Japanese battleship, really? That's quite an interesting angle, but I think I was saying I wanted these, I don't know if he counts fully as one of the robotic. But I could see it does look a bit like a boat from the side. A red hull, kind of steely. I like Dell. And I don't think I have a cranky since Monty left. No, Croak is cranky, isn't he? Kit left. Kit's normal, right? I think. I don't know, folks. I think I really like Dell here. We got it in one. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, with this bot, it's actually semicolon. It's a different bot. You want semicolon villager, and then it'll take a minute. I have been thinking about using Isabel Says instead of DaisyBot because I would like to have the Nookopedia link in there, but I might just request that from the folk who maintain the DaisyBot. And the reason I use DaisyBot in the first place is because it's a nice Discord bot, and then I was trying to figure out a way to make it work on Twitch, and ended up in like the Discord support for DaisyBot, and they just like the developer made it into a Twitch bot. I don't know. I might be the only one using it, so I feel like I should just go by and say thanks again. Shortest villager hunt ever. Yeah, I was planning to use that for a little more content, frankly. I may end up going fishing or something like that for a bit. I think I'm gonna clean up one thing with my second character. So Walt is Crystal's birthday buddy. Alright. And there's Scoot, Sharn's favorite. Scoot's a cute duck, yeah. Dog feels sick as well. I'm sorry about that, Doc. I hope you feel better soon. I really do. And Ribbon's birthday buddy is Bob, the villager legend. Oh, congratulations. Well, I'll have to try to keep Bob here for a full year then. That way I'll get the heads up on Ribbon's birthday. I wonder if anybody's done that, like kept villagers just because they shared like their friends' birthdays to help them remember. Honestly, it's kind of a service I could use a little bit. I've missed one of my best friend's birthdays like twice in a row the last 2 years. At first a day late and then like a week late. Ugh. They're lovely and we've been friends long enough where it's, you know, it's not the biggest deal for me to be bursting in being like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But I try to, you know, even if I can't do like other things at the time, getting in that Felicidad, is that I believe? Happy birthday. Getting those well wishes in anyway. Isn't that when I swore on stream? Wait, what? Which time? Oh no. When I forgot her birthday. That did happen live on stream. And I think I came close. No, right now the only time I know I've made one accidental cuss that I know of so far that was like actually me forgetting myself temporarily. And that was during the Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer. When I thought for some reason that it was very unfair that I should jump into Eggman's robot and it would damage me. What's up with that? I filtered myself when I forgot. Yeah, I could imagine that. I have no idea what VOD that would be to go back to, but that sounds very likely. Torben says, pros, party every birthday, auto input on websites. Cons, all websites are sus that you're a bot. Oh, for January 1, sure. Sure. Oh my goodness, yeah. New Year's birthday. Yeah, that's... Boy, I wonder if you could add up all the time you've saved over the years, though. And thank you for that follow, Wild Martina. I appreciate it. Hello and welcome. How are you doing today? Just so you know, I am an open and asking if there's anybody interested in island visits today. Otherwise, I'll be doing just a few of my own agenda items. No worries. But the invitation is open. And good, you just woke up. I hear that. Villager Jeremiah. Yeah, gosh. See, that ought to be coming through. I might just switch over to Isabel Says. And, alright, I think it just took the second try there. Another con when partying past 21. Trying to explain to a crowd of drunken friends that New Year's Day is your birthday and they don't understand. Oh my goodness. Wow. That sounds awfully annoying. But, yeah. Both lazy. Well, if you say so. You don't sound quite so lazy, but and Chase 78950, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How are you doing today? I'm gonna be taking care of a couple things here. But I do have a... And once I clean up, I can also just open my gates up as well. Another option once I just get a few things up off the ground. I need to... Got a few things waiting and transfer over to my second house here. Ruben says it's more hysterical. Went to a friend's house once for New Year's Eve. And her parents thought I was joking, but got you a cake and sang happy birthday. Then when you woke up for the morning, they were like, wait, it's really your birthday? Oh my gosh. That's quite something. What do we do when things are just the worst? Well, oh, there we go. Learning aggravation. Thank you, Victoria. Lazy Tuesday until Wild Martinez got work. Sounds good. Yeah, I've got to try to get into some. I have to try to get into some work stuff after the stream today, as usual. Need to try to hop onto some things. And Chase has poncho in boxes, and trying to find someone who wants to take him, I think. Oh, I just filled up my plot. Who is Poncho? And you know, I don't know who my I don't know who my birthday twin is. I should know after all this time. I might just look that up quickly. I have been I mean, I think it's been shown on screen before, so I don't know why I'm being, like, so coy about it. It's just, all that personal info I'd just rather have be kind of obscured, honestly. Just not have it be up front and center for my personal tastes. Oh, really? Oh. I think this is one of, Mars Girl's villagers right now, actually. Not one most people like, I don't think. I think not a huge number of fans there. Alright, and let's see here. And Mir appearing just in time as Wild Martin is talking about making bread. But at what cost? And Ribbon, another fan of homemade bread. What good timing, Mir. Welcome today. Hope your Monday is going okay. It's Tuesday. Hope your Tuesday is going okay so far. Oh my goodness. And hey, Abby Tabby, welcome to you as well. Good to see you back here. Abby went to a farmer's market and there was this one artisan you loved buying their cinnamon roll bread. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, I think we've got a good, good number of bread fans here. Myself, absolutely included. I love a good homemade bread. Feels like a Monday. I believe it does kind of still feel like a Monday. Got that Monday feeling, indeed. He's staring at me, I know. Isn't that guy creepy? Bread fan. Absolutely. Ah, y'all are... Make me want to try to make some bread. Haven't done it in a long time. Haven't tried in a long time. I've never fully done it myself. I've said this before. I've made bread with the assistance of others. That's kind of all. Got some new tunes in here. Ribbon doesn't know how to make bread. You just like inhaling. I mean eating it. Yeah, I feel ya. I mean, the kind that I've made is one of the easier types, Irish soda bread. If you want a nice, easy bread to make, would definitely recommend looking into Irish soda bread. And fifth, yeah, thank you. What the heck? And sharing emotes with folks, but thank you so much, so much, Fifth, for that tier 1 sub to Imagination Artist. And Sharn says it's hailing right now. Wow, yeah, I've heard. I think Mika and Pachi was saying yesterday it was snowing where he was. It's been really rainy for me in this region. Not quite cold enough for it to turn into anything else yet, though. And Abby's wondering if we've had croissants with chocolate in them. One of my favorites. There's I don't know how much it's a chain folks would have heard of. It's definitely gotten more prominent, I think, in like East Coast American culture, but the Wawa line of kind of gas station delis, they have a small like baked goods section with donuts and also chocolate-filled croissants. And it's not like the most amazing croissant, but the chocolate side of it is pretty stellar, I gotta say. And the croissant is like good enough. Gazebo kids, good morning. What? Or good afternoon, rather. Put some fans of soda bread out there. Excellent. Yeah, it's... You know, it's not the bread I would want all the time, I don't think. But a lovely treat. And, okay, sorry, catching up here. Steffi, welcome. Welcome in, Steffi Alexander. The power's out where you live, and it's super cold and windy. Oh my goodness. I hope your power gets restored soon. It's always, I mean, a big trouble having that out for too long. I hope you're staying warm. You've got enough blankets, or coats, or sweaters, or kugurumi, possibly. Kigurumi, I think. Oh, sorry. The onesies, I think folks probably know what I'm referring to there. I want to get a cute animal kigurumi. And how we doing today? I think we're doing our best. We're doing our best to look on, to keep our heads up and have a lovely morning here. Folks have certainly been helping me out with that, I would say, without a doubt. How about you all? How are you doing, Bee? And or Caitlin, if she's available for a response. And Ribbon's family's Irish. Your mom loves making Irish soda bread for Christmas and St. Patrick's Day. Yes. My family is largely like Irish and Scottish with some other thrown in. And it was actually more so when I was dating someone who was also very, very Irish in the main. Ended up making that soda bread with her. It was quite nice. But B did say warm soda bread with softest salted butter. Just perfect. Softest salted butter. Is that a particular thing? I'm actually not sure. Oh, and Sharon said couldn't have croissants. Just always seem to come back up on you. I wonder if it's the butter. A good croissant is usually pretty heavily buttered, I think. Which is one thing that sets it apart from others, I believe. Oh, Steffi's saying safety power outages. I didn't... Oh, my goodness. My sympathies. That must be still, I mean, psychologically hard to deal with, I would think. And Ruben's left lurk mode, no worries. Very cool. And Khan, welcome. Welcome. Good morning. I think I'm just going to throw my gates open here, honestly, just if anybody feels like coming over. The Khan's getting a ref sheet for your Sona. Oh, very fun. Very fun. There's it's something I don't, you know, I don't have any personas or OCs like that, really, I don't think, but, you know, on the one hand, I feel like I understand it now more than I used to, since I've gotten some lovely drawings of, you know, as much as D could be considered an OC, my tiny little main screen fellow here. What am I doing? I went to the postcards when I actually do want the gates. That's funny. It's been, I've loved getting little drawings of him though, so I think I kind of understand now. And let me catch up more on chat there. Abby can't wait to wear the red panda kigurumi. Yes, that sounds lovely. I've maybe, yeah, probably a good season to pick one up. I have one like hooded, you know, one piece thing, but I got it in like half a size too small, unfortunately. And B did say, gonna be lurking, giving your kitchen a big reorganize. Oh, good luck with that. Oh, room temperature butter. Yes, I see. All right. Yeah, something I found out, and I realize people may be skeptical or have their own practices. And no worries about that. But butter, it is one of the few things that while you're using it, you can leave out unrefrigerated. You know, keep it covered. Get your butter dish with butter cover. But it is, as it turns out, you can actually leave, you know, if you've got one stick of butter you're working on, you can leave it out and it will not spoil. As long as you go through it at a decent pace. There's something about the composition of butter there that amazingly, I mean, I know it's dairy and all that. One of those things kind of similar to honey, I think, but for different reasons. But most people I tell this do not believe me, and I understand it's, I don't mean to push my butter positions onto people. Let me catch up again. Steffi said Irish Mexican, so your mom calls you a cabbage taco. Aw. Lovely. I think I've had some good, I would say, you know, I've had fish tacos with cabbage in them. I'm pretty sure. Some delicious fish tacos with cabbage in them. So Ruben says, can make those pre-portioned Pillsbury croissants, and that's about it. Oh, those are good. I enjoy the, like, Pillsbury dough stuff. I ought to put that open. Ruben, not sure if your avatar is going to count as a Sona commission to your friend. Gave her creative liberty. Decided to make you have Wooloo attributes. Like the horns, ears, and braids. Love it. You're in love with it. Super cute so far. It sounds super cute. And yeah, I guess avatar is a good word there. And I suppose it is a bit distinct from a Sona, probably. I feel like you could certainly feel a bit of overlap between them, but yeah, probably separate, kind of separate things, I guess. Thought the onesies were one size. Did I accidentally get a kid's version? I want to say I mean, it wasn't a proper kigurumi, I don't think. I would have to check back on my Amazon order, but I think I might have gotten, I want to say it is sized, and I don't know, just, ugh. Sometimes it's like difficult being, I mean, sometimes sizes are difficult being like slightly tall, slightly above average height, and then being also like slightly below average body size despite that. But yeah, I either I need to find a bigger one size fits all, or I ordered the wrong size. I don't know actually. I couldn't exactly tell you. Isn't it butter sticks are okay to leave out, but the tubs of butter are supposed to stay refrigerated? I think you're right, Ribbon. I think that's right. Not 100% on that, but I think that's right. So Mir's saying, feel like you might try to make a shirt for Lemony Cobra in AC, and your time has come. Oh, bye, Mir. I hope I didn't miss you. Hope you have a good rest of your day, though. Just over 6 feet tall? Kind of. My secret there, I mean, it's been a while since I've had the, you know, the really accurate doctor measurement. But the secret there is that I think, like, standing at my straightest, if I'm not wearing shoes, I'm probably secretly, like, 5'11 and a half, I think. I really don't think I technically quite hit 6 feet. But I do wear shoes, and I will, nobody's argued with what my license says, anyway. Important for me to fake that half an inch, sadly. Just to let you know how petty even I can be. I do like a round number, though. Alright, and yeah, welcome to my island. I'm sorry, I honestly missed who came in. How rude of me, but welcome. That was Chase, welcome. I see you saying let's go, but yes, please do come in. I've got plenty of stuff out and about. If it's on the ground at this point, no worries. You're good to grab it. I might go pick up a couple of fossils there and hand them out to villagers, but so Abby, thought you could have a stick out, but not for long. Usually recommended for 1 or 2 days out. It can last longer, and certainly, you know, feel free to look it up on your own. But when I was maintaining like my own kitchen before, now these days, I mean, I do have a kitchen, but we don't really get sticks of butter because none of us really go for that. We do get like a tub of butter spread, I think, that does need to be refrigerated. But when I had more of my own kitchen and was doing it, I would just leave butter out, and you know, a stick of butter, I'd end up using it within a couple of weeks, and it would be all right. It was completely fine during that time. Never had a problem with it. Do want to keep it covered for sure. Oh, a DIY bottle. Thank you, Chase. I really appreciate that. And do I need fish bait? I would love to have some fish bait. I would really. And Sharn's almost my height. Nice. Oops. Other direction. Alright. I'll head to the beach. Yeah, I mean, I think, and Queen said 5'1", I believe. Also nice. These are good heights. Good heights. No, but I don't know. It's funny. Sometimes I wish I was taller because my dad is taller. And there have honestly been times in my life where I've really wondered what it would be like to be shorter, and whether I would like it or even prefer it. And thank you so much, Chase. Thank you so much for the fish bait. This is wonderful. I've been really meaning to go make myself stacks, but I will be back for the rest. My pockets are just full. And Ribbon's heading into work. See you around. Oh, I hope you have a good day, Ribbon. I really hope you have a good rest of your day. And thanks for being here this morning. I think she might have head out already, but let me get that shout out in for Ribbon Ichigo. And also, I possibly correct myself. Yeah, I'm sorry. Please do, if you haven't followed Ribbon Ichigo, they are wonderful. Missed their stream yesterday, which I think was a different one for them, slightly, but I've so enjoyed what I've seen of their streams, and they've been also just a wonderful person to be around. Well, thank you again for being here this morning. And Sharon said you despise being tall. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, I hope that it can be something that you grow to enjoy, or, you know, end up liking about yourself. But I think just about everybody has things that they, oh, I don't know, would change about themselves if they could. And I think there's, you know, an extent to which that can be, you know, part of a normal outlook. But also, I certainly generally hope and wish for people to be able to grow and accept themselves as, you know, not necessarily just as they are, but, you know, sometimes just taking in the whole picture and appreciating what you see, if that makes sense. I should have sold, I'm being a little sloppy here. I'm gonna poke into houses and see who's crafting, actually. Let me pop into fuchsias. And thanks for being here, Queen Claire, by the way. Good morning to you. I hope your day is off to a good start so far. I don't know if I said that before. And I also haven't been checking off my channel rewards for a bit. I think I got that hydrate in before. I'm gonna help myself to some more water anyway. And yes, yeah, you can get that dodo code for yourself there. I just need to make a little bit of pocket room. I can sell like 2 things here. I'm gonna dunk 1 thing into storage, I believe. And Arctic's on your way here with a red balloon. Lovely. Balloons are so much fun, aren't they? I haven't lost one yet. And I kind of want to go get a tut mask and a balloon and just see what happens, you know? I know what'll happen, but I haven't seen it happen. And I think I was just saying this maybe yesterday, but I didn't know until quite recently that when you give Pascal a scallop, that you can go swim to the edge and watch him eat it. So I saw Pascal for the first time in a while the other day, and I swam right over to watch Pascal finish it, and it was just so delightful. It made me so happy. Chase, time to fish at Red's area, because apparently there's a secret fish there. That sounds... I'm curious about that rumor. That sounds like one of those less trustworthy ones to be upfront with you. But if you catch a secret fish, I'm so ready to be proven wrong. I'm so ready to be proven wrong on that one. And Sharon doesn't think you'll ever accept yourself. Oh, it's okay if it took a while to send. And you know, for what it's worth, that's something I still struggle with. That is something I still struggle with. I don't know if that's helpful to hear in any way. But, you know, for what it's worth, it's important to, you know, in terms of me feeling better about things and just being able to carry on, that's it. It's you know, just moving forward, focusing on the things that are important to you. And if you really do try to act in accordance with, you know, the things that you think are important, it actually can, I think, end up going a long way towards other facets as well. And I know it might sound not totally relevant to like physical acceptance, you know, where you might have some discomfort with a physical attribute, but you know, that's something that I really had tremendous problems with how I viewed myself, and just kind of having a big problem with what I saw in the mirror. And it just took me a really long time to start getting over that, and a really long time of like just making myself stop being hard on me. And I've said this before, but really I was doing a lot of things and treating myself in ways that I would have absolutely not allowed other people to do to me or around me. And recognizing that and stopping that behavior is something I'm still working on, but working on that for the last few years has been extremely vital to pulling myself out of just these holes I keep digging. And sorry, let me catch up on there. I was zoning out to talk a bit. Pascal is Chroma's favorite NPC. Oh, the carfish. So Arctic keeps getting an interference. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that is. Please do keep trying. Somebody might have been possibly in like Able Sisters or something. Oh, and thank you, Fifth. I really appreciate that. So Chroma says, even though you're partnered, you still struggle with accepting your sexuality, which influences your anxiety a lot. My sympathies. You know, I count myself as really, you know, I've had my own kind of journey with what I consider there. And it changed kind of recently. I mean, I really, at least in terms of how I identify myself primarily, it did change in the last, kind of definitively this year. But was sort of shifting over the last few years, and it's kind of hard to just roll with that. But, you know, sometimes it's what you've got to do. But good luck, Chroma. I hope that you end up resolving into a place of great comfort and strength and power for you. And thank you for the hearts, and fifth off. People are just being lovely. Cookie invasion. And yeah, I was gonna say you're certainly not alone in feeling like you're trying to figure things out on that front. All right, as Quiggy says. And lovely to see you here, Quiggy. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I was... well, I was talking about you earlier. I'm not sure if you were lurking at that point. It's great to see you here. And hey, Dar, welcome. Welcome, good to see you. Oh, you're at school. Okay. Well, I hope that's going all right for you. And I hope that you're able to focus all right on things. You know, as you need to. And I hope, man, just what I've been... You know, I hope that, like, the folks who are out there doing the virtual learning thing, I just wish you the best. It seems... I don't know, it just seems like there's a lot of aspects of that I've been hearing about on it being harder than it should be. So Chroma, struggling with a lot of internalized homophobia too, so you feel like you're just a huge mess. I definitely relate to that one. In a big way. I still, it kind of daily. kind of daily, I feel like I am absolutely working to try to throw off just a very, very deeply internalized, don't do this because people will know you're gay. Don't do this because people will call you a name. So much fear that got instilled in me so early on about appearing or seeming. So I'm sorry, I relate to it. It takes a long time, I think, to just, work through that. Boogie's been lurking for a while. Had a cat on you. Hi, Sal. Hope Sal's doing good. Don't want to type for fear of ruining the snuggles. Completely understand that one. I hope the snuggles are continuing uninterrupted. Dar's not doing anything. Finished doing stuff already. All right. Well, good. Sounds like a bit of a break then. And Khan, see, this is the attitude that I do think helps with liberation a bit. Really helps with, a bit of, to correct that way of doing things because then people will know you're gay. And that is, yeah, that is a bit more of the philosophy, a bit more of the attitude I'm trying to take, honestly. Hi. And do I identify as bi or pan? Yes. So the very, I'll give like sort of the quickest story on that one. Just the arc. That like the first thing I knew was when I came upon the word gay and needed my mom to explain it to me. Oh, excuse me, thank you. The first thing I knew is that I wasn't straight and I wasn't, only attracted to men either. But like immediately hearing those concepts explained to me at age 6 or 7, I was like, uh-oh. But what if both? What if possibly neither? What's pan? So pan is there's a couple ways of looking at pan. A lot of people will say that it's, just being attracted to any or all genders or gender identifications, which is basically accurate. The reason why I have really ended up gravitating toward it was just realizing that it's just like, for me, it's just it's a part of a person, but it's like, using that as the basis for my whole, like, for my orientation, to me, it would be like declaring who I'm attracted to based on, like, hairstyle or hair color or something. It's just like that. It's just part of, I don't know. I've thought this in my head a few times, and I still feel like I struggle to articulate it well. It's not like it doesn't matter to me or anything, in the same way that it's like, people's hairstyles matter to me. As if they're happy and they like what's going on. But I just realized that is kind of how I feel about things. I just it's I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm still not very articulate about it. But I did used to identify. I mean, as soon as I knew that bisexuality was a thing, it was like just instant recognition for me of just like, oh, thank goodness I'm not, purely homosexual. I'm not purely heterosexual. There's an option here that largely describes my feelings. And at this point, I still love bisexuality. I still feel bi pride. But I feel more at home in the concept of pan. It's not something I consider. I mean, it's just like, it's just a factor of a person. It's just another part of who a person is to me. In the same way that, like, I care about a person's values, and I care about you know, their health and well-being. Yeah, I'm sorry, I struggle to explain this well, but it's just like, it's corny to say, like, I just try to see the person, but it really is just like, I just wanna, it's just like, you know, it's just part of who a person is. And I'm so much more concerned about them being, I'm really failing on this one. And hey, if anything, this can be an example on how you can think about things for years and think you've got things figured out, and then really, really struggle to explain it. Really struggle to explain it. Hey, Fifth, thank you for that. I love you too, man. Thank you for being here so much, and thank you for your support. It means a huge amount. It really does. Alright, we got a fisher over here, I see. Someone going for that tuna too, possibly. Alright, I'll have to find another fishing spot. I'm saying, weird for you was like coming out bi at some point, then in point just saying gay. But you think sexuality is more complicated than you can imagine it is. Yeah. And I feel you on that. And it's one thing that I felt a lot of tension when I, you know, I mean, even just recently, when I was identifying as bi, the notion that feeling like a prevailing attraction toward one gender over another, like, erodes or lessens your bi-ness, is definitely something I would want to, like, push back against. And was definitely something I needed frequently to kind of remind and reassure myself a bit. And I'm just noticing how buck wild the green screen's getting here. So the issue is, apparently this time of year, I've got some direct sunlight coming through. That's a new one. I don't think this has been happening on stream before. I'll have to figure that out. I may have to move my whole arrangement, actually. Oh, and thanks for sharing my feelings. Absolutely. It's quite refreshing to talk about, because I say any of this out loud very rarely. It is mostly rattling around in my head. Very mostly. So lovely to talk about, especially with such a nice audience. And Chroma says, honestly, labels kind of don't matter. That's one thing I always try to mention as well, is that I think labels are something that should only be, you know, something that we use when they're useful, and when we can get, when we can get something out of it. You know, when they're limiting or when they become toxic, that's a time to absolutely make sure that we all understand that they're, you know, they can be descriptors, they can be handy identifiers, but they're not definitive in any way. And people are, you know, generally so much, so much more than that. And Chroma asked, Khan said sexuality shouldn't consider person's preferences, more like just general attraction to a gender. Yeah, preference is generally something to sort of avoid, honestly, I think, as a word in the context, and I really apologize if I used it. It does call back some really outdated and unfortunately harmful language, I know in the United States, but I think elsewhere as well, of talking about sexual preferences. Tends to just have a very loaded history. And I think is generally an inaccurate way to think about it, honestly. But other people have written more and better things on that topic, I think. And Chroma asked if I struggled with coming out in regards to my family. I sure did. My parents were both fairly progressive people, are fairly progressive people. But nevertheless, I was so uncertain of how they'd react, and very fearful of it. I have. So the thing is that when like my first girlfriend that I, well, tried to have and then did have, it went it was just like a wild disaster with my mom, who just really disapproved at first. And I want to mention, because I think I hurt her feelings before. She did come around eventually and was quite nice to this ex-girlfriend. But the first like couple of years were just wildly terrible. And it completely, it made me have no faith or confidence in the kind of reactions I could expect. Just like if this is how my mom acted when I was trying to date who I thought was absolutely a perfectly wonderful girl, like I couldn't imagine how things would go if I tried to bring a guy back, or, you know, something, anything outside. I just couldn't believe it. Sharn Celeste Ghost still haven't gotten anything done. Oh, good luck, Sharn. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Sorry if I'm missing people from talking too much. Let me always make sure to try to catch up on chat. Okay, the green screen didn't look too bad. Thank you, Queen Claire. Could also try using curtains too. Oh, that's kind of an obvious solution, isn't it? I forget about curtains sometimes. Thank you, Imagination Artist. And Khan, yeah, I think so. I think that's I think that's completely valid. Same way that you're pansexual, you could say you're bisexual, but your partner's gender doesn't matter to you. I absolutely do think so. And yeah, Khan. Yeah, preference is definitely a loaded word. The idea of choice is, it unfortunately goes to very bad places. And again, I think it really is, it's an inaccurate and misleading way of thinking or looking at it, for sure. Oh, and it definitely can be complicated if there's a religious or cultural taboo, or you know, just unfortunate conservative traditions can definitely make it harder. And that's, you know, again, my parents are both progressive, both Protestant. You know, definitely never, I mean, I have to say, lovely people, really lovely people, glad to have them. You know, can have my gripes and my complaints, but really try to balance it these days, because I understand now how much they did and tried to do, but you know, just one of those cases where even I could not, even with all that, I couldn't trust their emotional reactions, because I sort of never could. They, you know, just unfortunately had a bit of trouble dealing with things consistently in a consistent fashion, which made me just very, very anxious as a child, very, very eager to please, and kind of pathologically quiet to an extent. Who's a blue bean friend? I'm sorry, I'm not entirely sure. And hey, Dar. What's going on? But yeah, a lot of cute friends on Island here. I'm not sure who this is, but welcome. So Quiggie's saying, pan by distinction largely just up to how a person chooses to identify themselves. Isn't something clearly delineated. her fiance is pan and she's bi, but we both have pretty similar outlooks on your sexualities. More about the labels that feel right to us. Absolutely. There's a good meme about that I've saved somewhere on this very topic. It small semantic differences that you can choose to draw between them, but it is one of those things where if you're seeking to draw lines in the sand over, queer sexualities in order to potentially exclude people, like, please stop. Just immediately, please just stop. Policing each other like that is one of the most, I mean, like, useless things to do, and also just, doing the work of our oppressors. But as we were saying, labels are there if we can draw strength from them, if they're useful to us, and they ultimately kind of don't matter. And that's you in red, Arctic. Oh, wonderful. I'm sorry to be a little... I've definitely been absent-minded as people have been coming over, and I appreciate you, appreciate y'all being patient, and really nice guests here. Chase wants the coelacanth rain to come. Yeah, it might rain, I'm not sure, with this type of fog rolling in at the moment. Dar feels bad, but the type of talk makes you feel uncomfortable. Well, Dar, I appreciate you hanging in there. And you're welcome to, just sit back and listen, or if you need to tune out, you need to take care of yourself. And if you're good to sit back and listen, we certainly appreciate it. It's uncomfortable to talk about to a degree for me. And if I seem uncomfortable, or rather, if I do seem comfortable right now, it is because I am making every attempt to not sound super nervous. That's what I do when I'm on stream. It's a delicate conversation. It's a lot of stuff that made me really worried and anxious for many, many years. And now it's something I try to be a lot more open and vocal about, to try to just be me a bit more. And did I miss a hydrate? I think I probably did. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me get that hydrate. And we are coming up on the end of the stream as well. Just a couple more minutes here. Oh no, what happened? Oh my goodness. Oh, balloon accidents. Oh dear. Got a spare. Alright, well done everyone. Are people more interested in the points or the time there? Let me know. Because I've been thinking about just breaking it out into a separate time command. It's probably already one anyway. Glad that one of the most depressing things in Animal Crossing is the balloon loss. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, just the last thing I wanted to say to Dar, but to anybody else, is that sometimes sticking through something uncomfortable can be a good thing to do. And certainly appreciate people hearing me out, and the thoughts of folks in chat who've been sharing some really lovely things that I really appreciate. Oh yeah, this y'all can take this stuff if you care to. I do need to, unfortunately. There we go. That's the 10 a.m. bell, which means today is up. And thank you, Hazy, so much for that. Yes, you can make a sound happen right now with your gnome gold. I am going to add more to that list in terms of sounds. And I'm going to add some GIFs and things as well. Folks who are on my island right now, you are okay to stay for a while. I can leave my island open for you know, maybe a half hour or something like that. Since it did just start raining, you could try to catch a coelacanth, I believe. I think. It used to be it had to be after 5 p.m. for that. So do check, make sure if you're actually going to try to fish for that, just make sure that the time actually works out. Since it is 10 a.m. on my island currently. But you are welcome to stay on my island for now. I do have to close my gates though. But yeah, if you're already here, you can hang out. I'll just leave my Switch going for a while. It's no issue. Just keep in mind, I won't really be keeping an eye on things, so I will be saying goodbye now. And then, be sure, if you get something good and you want to make sure it's saved, go out through the airport, please. Please, when you leave, do exit through the airport. Oh, it's 24/7 now. No kidding. Thanks for that, Chase. I appreciate that knowledge. And bye-bye, Khan, as well. Well observed, Mankey there. You spelled it right. Well done. I may need to get some curtains. I've got an increasing list of stream things I do kind of need to take care of. Curtains, maybe on the agenda there. So I do have to end for today. But I will be back tomorrow morning with more Animal Crossing. I hope to see folks again there. And, I do hope that folks will join me. We're going to start that raid in the Queen Claire 101. And I hope at this point no introduction is needed. But high energy, community focused, wonderfully charismatic Animal Crossing is where I'm headed. Goodbye everyone. Thanks again so much. Hope you all have a really good rest of your day.